students. Before starting 3.2, I want to tell you that there are a few things which we have to remember in 3.2 exercise, and they are very helpful for calculations. So let me start here now. See what is given. Its name of chapter is coordinate geometry. So we will deal with coordinates. I hope you understood 3.1 exercise from previous video, but there is nothing given about calculation work or marking of coordinates on plane. So very first thing I will tell you about few definitions and few things which we have to remember, main things, and they are very helpful for giving many of the answers. See what is first one. Do you know what is meaning of plane? What is a plane? Plane means a surface on which we can write. So for example, if I am using this board, what I am using on it? I am using only its surface. I am not worried about its thickness. I am worried about only its length and its breadth only. So any surface in which you can use length and breadth, that can be written as a plane, or a surface on which we can write, that surface is called a plane. For example, I am marking one point here. If you know about 3.1 exercise, there was one question given. If we have a table lamp on a table, then you have to locate that table lamp. How will you locate that? How will you tell to your friend where is that table lamp actually? So the same thing here, I am marking a point on this plane. Suppose this point is here, okay. But how will you mark this on the surface without marking its position? There should be some position of this point. Then only you can locate it easily. So for overcoming this difficulty, we can say we have a system to locate position of any point on a plane, and that system is actually called coordinate or Cartesian system. So we will mark here definition. So we have Cartesian or coordinate system. So what system? A system which helps to locate position of any point on a plane, that is called a Cartesian system or coordinate system. So we will mark here a system which helps to describe. Describe means we can explain or tell about this. Describe the position of a point on a plane is called Cartesian or coordinate system. Okay, I am saying just here coordinate or Cartesian system. I am using Cartesian system. So this is called Cartesian system. But what is this Cartesian system? In this Cartesian system, we use two lines. This is vertical line and this one is horizontal line. And their point of intersection, this one. At their point of intersection, we say it is origin. It is the starting point only. And this horizontal line is called x-axis. In the right of this O or origin, we mark positive values. For example, I am marking here 1, 2, 3 positive numbers. And in the left side of this number, this 0 or origin, we mark negative values by leaving the same gap. And this vertical line, this is called y-axis. But we marked some positive values in this side, and in this side we mark negative values on x-axis. So this will be x dash. So you remember this, students? Positive direction of x-axis from the origin, it is called x only, means positive part. In this we mark x dash, negative part. But actually this whole line is x-axis and this vertical line. Similarly, upward we mark positive values, so it is y. This is called y-axis, and lower part we use to mark negative values. So we have negative values on it. So in the similar way you can mark y dash. This is called the negative direction of y-axis below the origin, and upward we mark positive values. This vertical line is called y-axis. So let us write about this. What is x-axis? And this Cartesian system is made up of two axes. So what are the axes here? X-axis. The horizontal line is called x-axis, and y-axis, what is y-axis? The vertical line is called y-axis. And one more thing, what is origin? Point of intersection of x-axis and y-axis is called origin. So their intersection is called origin. This point denoted by what? We usually write O for origin, but you can just remember it is origin, which is point of intersection of both axes, and when you mark values then you have to treat it as 0. So what is this? This is called origin. Now there are two more definitions which we have to remember. I am going to erase it, then we will go for these definitions, but I will utilize it. We have to mark many things about this coordinate or Cartesian system. So I will remove all these now, and we will write few lines about this combination of axes. Let me erase first. See what is next after this. Then we have first thing. In how many parts we have this total plane? See, if we divide this total surface by using two axes, vertical axis and horizontal axis. For example, this total covers this board, and in how many parts this Cartesian system will divide this surface? See, it is quite clear from the diagram. There are 4 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4. But before writing anything, you just remember one main point here, that is, when you mark 4 parts, you have to move anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction means in this direction. We will move in this direction. I am writing in this way. When you mark coordinates or when you move in 4 parts, you have to take care of this order. We move in anti-clockwise direction in Cartesian system. Very first main thing which we have to remember. Then what are the parts? I will start from here. This is my first part, second part, third part, and fourth part. You can't start from anywhere. You can start only from here. First one, second, third, and fourth in anti-clockwise direction. And what are their names? You have to remember these 4 are actually 4 quadrants. Because these axes are perpendicular on each other, they make angle of 90 degrees here, and complete 90-degree angle when we get, we consider it as a quadrant. So you have to mark their names here. It is first quadrant, Quadrant, quadrant. Second quadrant, this is third one, third quadrant. And this last is fourth quadrant. So in how many quadrants we divide surface with the help of coordinate axis or Cartesian system? There are 4 quadrants. There may be a question like this. How many quadrants? There are 4 quadrants. Now, what kind of points you will see in this coordinate system or Cartesian system? First of all, we will write one point here, What is a what are the quadrants? So quadrants. Coordinate. Okay, what are these axes? X-axis and Y-axis. They are called coordinate axes. So very first thing, let me write here about coordinate axes. What are coordinate axes? Coordinate axes. X-axis and Y-axis are called coordinate. So I will speak this name now, so you will feel difficulty then. Otherwise, okay, better is if you write this name. What is name of coordinate axis? So that's why I marked here. X-axis and Y-axis are called coordinate axis. So you have to remember what are coordinate axes. Now I am telling about quadrants. What are the quadrants? So quadrants are actually this combination of four parts. So Cartesian plane or Cartesian system, you can mark here system, divides a plane into four equal parts. That is, we can say coordinate axis divide plane into four equal parts. You can mark in this way also. Okay, that's why I use that name, coordinate axis. So four parts, and these four equal parts are called quadrants. They are called quadrants. So you have to remember definition of quadrant first. Then what kind of points we see in a coordinate system? For example, if I just consider this first quadrant, what will be the point here? If I mark any point here, suppose I want to reach it, very first thing, to locate it, it is not directly possible to mark this point's position here. When you mark its location, very first you have to see on x-axis where it is. On x-axis means in front of what value you have this point upwards. So first of all you have to move on x-axis in this way. Then you have to go upwards to locate its height. So we mark any point with the help of two values. First, this value of x, then its height means value of y. So with the help of these two we mark. See, in this direction if I move, it is positive x-axis. And when you move upwards, you have to take care of this scale, that is positive again. So in this first quadrant, we get x positive as well as y positive. In first quadrant, then you can mark points. You can say type of points in four quadrants. I am just writing in the simple way so that you can understand it easily. In first quadrant, if I say your points will have x positive and y also positive. Secondly, if I move here, if we have a point here, suppose, first of all you will move in this direction, then you will check its height. So first of all, to check its distance, you have to use negative value of x. So here in second quadrant, see, what is x here? X is a negative. Then what is y? When you move upwards, you have to use this scale, it is positive. So here x negative, y positive. Then third quadrant, I am going to write about third quadrant here. Third quadrant, suppose we have a point here. I want to locate it. First of all, I will move on x-axis in this direction. Then I will check its height downwards. So I will check here in this way, x negative and y downwards means you have to use the scale below origin. it is also negative. So in third quadrant, x negative as well as y negative. Both are negative. Now, fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, what will be there? When you move in fourth quadrant, suppose we have a point here. First of all, we will move on x-axis. Then downwards to check its height. Here these arrows are mean just okay to tell you. Otherwise, you have to move on these axes, x-axis, then on y-axis. So this point, first of all, I will move on x-axis, then downwards to check its height downwards. It will be here, but I used x positive and y downwards means negative. So x positive and y negative in this. So they are the types of points. You will see this kind of points in Cartesian plane. Now what about one thing is left? What are the coordinates of this origin? Coordinates of origin. It is the starting point. It is having x0, y0. So remember, what are the coordinates of origin? 0, 0. You are standing here only on 0, 0. Means there is no value of x, no value of y. So coordinates of origin are 0, 0. So I am going to write about coordinates of origin. Coordinates of origin, you can remember it as a point, okay, of origin are 0, 0. You have one question of this type in the exercise, so you have to write answer there. Coordinates of origin are 0, 0. Now one more thing. When you move on x-axis in this way, you are going away from y-axis. And when you mark this value in any point, you mark on first place as actually x. Then we write y. So, what is this actually? This is the distance from y-axis to which we give a name x. And similarly, when you write y, you move upwards in this way or downwards away from x-axis. From this line, when you move upwards, you are going away from this x-axis, or downwards also you are moving away from x-axis. This is distance from x-axis to which we give name y. So we have to write about these also. What is the distance of a point from x-axis? What is the distance of point from y-axis? So you have to remember it. Very first thing, what are they? Value of x. Value of x in a point is called, what is this? This one, abscissa. ABSCISSA, abscissa. And we can say, what is this x? Yes? What is this? Abscissa. This is abscissa. So I am writing here abscissa. What is this actually? It is the distance. See, you mark value of x here when you move away from origin, means from y-axis. So it is the distance of a point from y-axis, and it is the distance of a point from y-axis. Next we have to write about y's value. Value of y in a point is called ordinate. Remember, it is ordinate. It was abscissa and it is ordinate. And what is this ordinate actually? You are moving upwards to locate y, means you are moving away from x-axis, from this line. So it is the, and it is the distance. It is the distance of a point from where? From x-axis. This is called ordinate. And what about their combination? Combination of abscissa and ordinate, when you combine these as x comma y, is called, it is called a coordinate. So we have to deal with these coordinates. Combination of abscissa and ordinate is called coordinate. So any point which you locate on a Cartesian system or on plane, that is called coordinate. So we have to locate these kind of points in which you will see value of x and y, or we can say in x comma y form on Cartesian plane. So next we have to start our calculation work of exercise 3.2. So we are going there, see what is given in that 3.2 exercise in detail. We will learn there what are the main things which we mark there, okay, they are helpful or not, you will see in that exercise 3.2. So students, in exercise 3.2 we have first question number 1 is write the answer of each of the following questions. So we have to give answers only. First part, what is the name of horizontal and vertical lines drawn to determine the position of any point in the Cartesian plane? So students, remember how you mark coordinate plane? In this way. And this was here point of intersection which you marked as O. What is the name of horizontal line? It was x-axis. And what is vertical line? Which we mark name as y dash. This is called y-axis. So we have to give answer here. Horizontal line is called x-axis, and vertical line, what is name of vertical line? Vertical line is called y-axis. So this is the answer of first part. Second part, what is the name of each part of the plane formed by these two lines? What is the name of each part? How many parts are there? You marked 4 parts. What is name of each part? These all 4 parts are called quadrants. So we have to write answer of this. Yes. What is the name? What is the name of each part of plane formed by these two lines? Yes. Quadrant. Each one is a quadrant. Last, write the name of the point where these two lines intersect. What is the name of this point where these two lines intersect? See where they intersect. At this point, which we mark as O, or this is called what? Origin. So its name is origin. Remember these 3 parts. Now next is question number 2 of this. Students, next we have question number 2 in 3.2. See the figure and write the following. So this diagram is given in our book. I marked all the details as given in our NCERT book. So very first part we have to give answers. First part is the coordinates of B. First of all, you have to find where is point B in this Cartesian system. And it is clearly visible here. Point B is here. But they need coordinates. What are the coordinates of B? And you know, when we write coordinates of any point, suppose we have B, we always mark first value of x, then value of y after that. So we have to see what is x here. So for location of B, firstly we will move towards this -5, then upwards for marking of height of this point. So we have to write in this way. First of all, I will move towards B on x-axis. So it is distance -5 here. Then y's value. What is y? Y will be its height. Upward, how much distance we have to cover? You can check from y-axis. It is 2. So its coordinates are 5 minus 2. This is the answer of part number 1. Then part 2. The coordinates of point C. Students, check where is point C. C is visible here. C. And how will you locate coordinates of C on this diagram? For marking of C, firstly we have to move on x-axis. So I will move up to 6. So x6. Then I will go downwards. For C I have to move up to 5. So 5. This is x. Then downwards, how much distance you can check from this y-axis? -5. So coordinates of C are, what is C? 5 minus 5. Then the third one, the point identified by the coordinate -3 minus 5. Where is -3 minus 5? So for marking of this name, you have to check where is x minus 3, y minus 5. X minus 3, here x minus 3, 1, 2, 3, negative direction, minus 3, y minus 5, downwards. So actually this point is -3 minus 5, because up to -5 you have to move downwards here. So it is, what is the name? It is point E. So we can mark it as point E. Point E. Next, we have the point identified by the coordinate 2 minus 4. The point identified by the coordinates 2 minus 4. Where is 2 minus 4? x2 here. 1, 2. Minus 4, y's value. 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus 4 here. So it is 2 minus 4. So what is the name of point? It is point G. Next part number 5. The abscissa of the point D. What do you mean by abscissa? In any point like x comma y, this is called abscissa, and this one y's value is called ordinate. So you have to find here the abscissa of point D. Where is point D? D point is here. For D, first of all, you have to move on x-axis. So how much distance you will move for abscissa of D? It is up to 6. So what is abscissa? Abscissa of D is, what is abscissa? That is 6, value of x. Then the ordinate of point H. Where is point H? This one. Ordinate of H. Ordinate means y's value. So to reach H, first of all you have to move -5 on x-axis. Then on this point, okay, we will check what is the height downwards, and you will cover distance how much? 1, 2, 3 negative direction. So what is ordinate? It is -3. So we will write here ordinate. Ordinate of H is, what is ordinate? It is -3. Next one, the coordinates of point L. Where is point L here in this diagram? Search where is point L. You have to find L. Then only you can mark coordinates of point L. This is point L. What are the coordinates of point L? L. L is on y-axis. So only, you don't have any need to move in right or left direction. Only upward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you are going up to height 5 on y-axis. But y always go at second place as I marked here. What about x? You don't have any distance covered on x-axis, so that means x 0. So what are the coordinates of point L? Coordinates of L are, what are the coordinates? 0, 5. Then one more part is given, the coordinates of point M. Where is point M? M point you have to find, this is here, M point is here. What are the coordinates of M? On x-axis, firstly you will cover 1, 2, 3, -3 distance. And what about y? Point is exactly on x-axis. You don't have any need to move upwards or downwards. So y is 0. So coordinates of M are, what are the coordinates of M? -3, 0. So this was our second question of 3.2. I hope you understood all the topics related to Cartesian plane. So remember these and try similar questions by yourself also to understand more about this concept. Thanks for watching.